On Larry King Now, Anthem King, DJ Khaled.
I don't rap.
What do you do?
I put the whole record together. I don't call it rap, I call it doing the Khaled. You know, I might be on the hook, might be on the intro. I'm like the Berry Gordy, the Quincy Jones of hip hop.
But Quincy and Barry never went on and did their own voice on the cuts.
Well, I do. I do.
Because you're Khaled.
That's right. Nobody really told me clearly when you make it on top or, you know, climbing the mountaintop that people will actually try to, you know.
Knock you down.
Yeah, like I've been knew that, but like this on another level though. You know, they talk about you when you ain't got nothing, and they talk about you when you do got something.
Plus, do you go to the Middle East much?
Last time I've been in the Middle East was in '84.
Oh, it's a long time.
Long time. Long time.
Why not sooner?
I stopped flying. I'm scared.
You're kidding.
I promise you, on a tour bus. I just drove from Miami all the way to LA just to be right here on Larry King.
All next on Larry King Now. Welcome to Larry King Now. Our special guest is DJ Khaled, the Grammy-nominated multi-platinum producer, artist, DJ, and the CEO of the We the Best music group. Dubbed the Anthem King, Khaled has sold more than 14 million singles and worked with everyone from Jay-Z to Rick Ross to Drake. He is a music mogul. Khaled's 8th studio album, called I Changed a Lot, will be released later this year. Have you changed?
A lot.
What ways have you changed, Khaled?
You know, taking care of myself, you know what I'm saying? Been in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I used to be 300 pounds, now I'm like 234 pounds. Making greater decisions, making sure the team is away from people that's, you know, trying to stop what we try and do, meaning as in, you know, focus on our goal, focus on the trophy, focus on the
songs all represent that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, as I understand it, your formulas are you bring several rappers together on one song?
Yep.
Like, how do you do that? How do you manage those egos?
Well, you know, they know when Khaled comes to the table, they know it's going to be a great situation, a great song, and a great cause, meaning as in, you know what I'm saying, representing the hip-hop culture. And in that same time, as you know, I never had a problem with the egos, you know what I'm saying? People was excited to get on my records. And
how do you match them up?
You know, I kind of like deal with the way the fans deal with it, because I'm a fan of the music. I want to work with the best. So
do some rappers not work well together?
Sometimes they might not get along, and sometimes I try to do a song to get them both on there so they can get along and, you know, move forward.
Now, as I understand the method, you begin the thing, but you don't rap.
I don't rap.
What do you do?
I put the whole record together. I produce the whole record together. If it's get in the studio with other producers and other beat makers, we collaborate. Or if it's me, you know, coming together with hook ideas, sometimes I write on some of the records. And as well as, you know what I'm saying, I'm on the record, you know what I'm saying?
On being how? What do you know, do I hear your voice?
Hear my voice.
You sing?
I don't sing, you know, I don't call it rap, I call it doing the Khaled. You know, I might be on the hook, might be on the intro, but at the end of the day, it's like Quincy Jones will put a record together.
I know Quincy very well.
Salute to Quincy Jones, icon, and you know, I'm like the Berry Gordy, the Quincy Jones of hip hop.
But Quincy and Barry never went on and did their own voice on the cuts.
Well, I do. I do.
Because you're Khaled.
That's right.
DJ, is that a name you took, DJ?
Yeah, DJ Khaled, you know what I'm saying? I definitely came up from DJing, still DJing. Did a radio in Miami, #1 night show in the country for about 12 years straight. Also, you know, on the turntables, #1 mix show in Miami, and shot the 99 Jams.
You started in Miami?
Yeah.
I'll get to that's where I started.
Yeah,
You started in that late. You just worked with Jay-Z for the first time on this new album. Is Jay-Z on the new album?
Yes.
I Changed a Lot?
Yes.
What was it like working with him?
Oh, Jay-Z's inspiration is somebody I look up to as a music mogul. And he's one of my favorite artists in the game. So it was incredible, just being in the studio with him, watching him, you know, not write nothing down and actually go on the mic and do the song, and just, you know, just capturing that energy, you know what I'm saying?
What makes him special?
He's focused, you know what I'm saying? He always doing stuff, and whatever he says, he does. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he'll say in his raps, you know, he's going to do a corporate takeover, and he does a corporate takeover. You know what I'm saying? Like, he talks things into existence.
He's a genius.
Yes, he's a genius.
Were you subservient to him?
I feel like we relate. I feel like I'm a genius as well. You know, we both Sagittarius.
When does it come out?
The single's out now. It's called They Don't Love You No More, featuring Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Meek Millie, French Montana, and myself. It's doing extremely well.
Singles are bigger than albums now, aren't they?
It's turning into a single game. The singles are selling a lot more than these albums. And, you know, it's a good thing, you know what I'm saying, as long as the fans get what they want. But there's certain artists you're going to want a body of work of an album, like a Jay-Z, like a Ross, you know what I'm saying, like an Ace Hood, like a Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to want them body of works of albums.
You work with almost everyone. I'm going to ask you a few questions about hip-hop artists. Who's the biggest perfectionist?
I would say Kanye West, Jay-Z.
Who's the wildest?
I would say me.
The most production savvy?
Kanye West.
The peacemaker?
Me.
Is there one that you found, or maybe you don't want to say, the most difficult to work with?
I wouldn't say difficult. I just say very, very. It's not. I wouldn't use the word difficult, but very. He would want it his way. I would
clashed a lot?
No clashing at all. Like I would say, like genius ways, meaning as in just want it perfect and want it right. That'd be Drake.
Drake.
Yeah, he's an amazing artist, genius.
And you release your albums through your own label called We the Best, right?
Yes.
How did you name it that way? How did you know you'd be the best?
I mean, because, you know, it's the truth. It's been like 8 summers, and just like you, Larry King, you know you the best. Ain't nobody can have a show like you. It's something that I said I was going to do from the start.
Do you see other musicians who run labels hold their artists back?
I haven't. You know what I'm saying? I surround myself around great people. You
release your albums through that own label, right?
I release
through your own.
Through We the Best and Cash Money.
What's the key to having a successful label in a competitive business like this?
Caring for the hip hop culture, caring for your artists, caring about the sound, caring about the way things are marketed, just caring. You have to care for what you put out there.
Up next, how a New Orleans-raised Arab of Palestinian descent ended up taking over hip-hop. We're talking about Khaled's path to tycoon after the break. We're back with DJ Khaled. His album, I Changed a Lot, will be released later this year. The single,
They Don't Love You No More.
They Don't Love You No More is already out.
On iTunes right now.
You're Palestinian. You were born Khaled bin Abdul Khaled. How many Arabs in hip-hop?
You know, there's a few. There's a lot, you know what I'm saying, that's coming up. But I would say me, as a Palestinian, probably, you know, one of the few. And as well as French Montana, he's a Moroccan, you know what I'm saying? And he's a successful artist. He's actually on my single, too. So.
You Muslim?
Yes.
Do you practice the faith?
Yes, I practice it, but I could do a better job.
What do you mean?
You know, just because, you know, I feel like you have to do certain things, and sometimes, you know, my work, you know what I'm saying, will clash.
You don't pray 10 times a day?
I pray more than 10 times a day.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I pray, you know, I know you're supposed to pray a certain amount, but I pray more. I pray walking in here, walking out. It's just something I do at all times.
You grew up in New Orleans, which
Yes.
is probably the #1 music city in America.
Yeah, I was born in New Orleans.
How did that affect you?
It was great because, you know, I got to see the struggle for real. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the passion of the music out there with the jazz and the soul and just all the amazing record stores, you know.
Great city.
Nah, it's amazing.
So
and
what
then I came to Florida after
What
that.
took you to Miami?
You know, my family moved to Orlando. So, you know, when I was in high school, you know, they had to go back to New Orleans, and I wanted to stay in Florida, so I moved to Miami.
What'd your dad do?
He used to sell clothes. You know what I'm saying? He's
So
like a real hustler.
you broke into radio, that was your start?
Yeah, I broke into pirate radio first.
Out on the water?
You know, secret location.
I know.
Also college radio. Then I got to the big station called WEDR.
Now, a lot of guys I worked in radio. I was a disc jockey. I knew I got into talk. I got into interviewing. How did you know you wanted to be, you know, a producer? I mean, you know, most DJs stay DJs.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think DJs wear many hats. Some of them don't realize how many hats they wear. Like DJs just know music and know what the people want, because when you're out there playing for a crowd, you have to keep the crowd excited. So I love making beats, and not even just that, I love being in the studio, putting things together. If I wasn't making it personally, I knew what I wanted, and I got the sounds from certain musicians.
How did you get a break? What was your break?
You know, I came up the game just basically, you know, putting out tapes and doing radio and doing clubs, and then, you know, shout to Fat Joe, somebody that co-signed me early in my career, Big Pun, and then, you know what I'm saying, Rick Ross, you know.
You never wanted to be a singer, though?
I never wanted to sing or rap, no. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be a music executive.
So you wanted to be a mogul?
Absolutely. That's what we're doing.
Did you have a hero? Was Quincy Jones one of your heroes?
Quincy Jones, Jay-Z, Birdman, Puff Daddy. Yeah, there's a few out there.
Your last album was called Suffering from Success.
Yeah.
Did you suffer from success?
Yeah. Definitely.
How so?
I mean, I learned a lot through that process. You know, nobody really told me clearly when you make it on top, or, you know, climbing the mountaintop, that people will actually try to, you know,
knock you down.
Yeah, like I've been knew that, but like this on another level though. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time as, you know, dealing with actually more stress with success. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I call it suffering for success. And then, you know, I realized to myself, like, man, you know, they talk about you when you ain't got nothing, and they talk about you when you do got something. So, you know, when I figured that out, I said, you know what? This is suffering from success.
It's harder staying there than getting there.
Oh, yeah.
Getting there is more fun.
Yeah, I always say they root for you, and then when you get there, it's like, I'm gonna make it harder for you.
How does the public perceive you, you think?
I think they look at me like, you know what? Khaled is a guy that makes it happen. And, you know, not only makes it happen, they look at Khaled like a winner. And that's what Khaled is a winner.
Does hip-hop cover everything?
Hip-hop to me
hip-hop?
is lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, it's life.
It's not just music.
It's not just music, it's clothes, it's fashion, it's our slang. It's just, you know, our swag, you know, certain things that we do. It's just a lifestyle, it's part of life.
Has it changed a lot?
It's gotten bigger. You know, I'm on Larry King right now.
Was there an originator of hip-hop?
I mean, definitely. You got the Cool Hercs, the African Bambadas that started early in the game, and it just kept going. You know what I'm saying? It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
How big is it? Is it going to stay a singles market, do you think?
Oh, no. It's definitely a singles game, but it's definitely an album game, too, and only the best can, you know, produce a body of works like a Rick Ross, a Jay-Z, a Nas. You know, you got new artists like Kendrick Lamar. You got Drake. You know, Drake is Lil Wayne.
Are you good at predicting hits?
Absolutely. That's what I do. I always put hits out.
How do you know? Is there a theme that runs through hits? Or is that too hard to answer?
I just know, you know what I'm saying? I just know what the people want, and I make sure I keep myself in tune in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what they want, knowing the sound. And not just that, you have to make music where people can relate to, that can understand.
No one's perfect. Have you had songs that you thought would be big and weren't?
I've been blessed to always put out hit records.
No kidding.
Yeah, no, it's honest, the truth. But, you know, there's records out there off the album that I would expect to be bigger. Maybe they didn't understand, or they do understand, and maybe radio didn't want to take it there, or maybe television didn't want to take it there. Sometimes there's records that stay in the street that are actually big. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's a culture, and that's what I mean. Hip-hop is just, it's a lifestyle, it's a life.
Our guest is the emphatic DJ Khaled. More with this music mogul right after the break. The studio album, I Changed a Lot, will be out this fall. Our guest is DJ Khaled, a major mogul in the music industry. You still have family in Palestine?
Yes, I do.
How do you get involved politically in the Middle East?
I get involved with the peace. You know what I'm saying? Meaning as I'm all about peace. I'm all about unity. I'm all about love, and I want my people, you know, to always be good.
Here's what puzzles me. I've been to the West Bank.
Right.
I love the people there.
Yeah.
I'm Jewish. You're Palestinian.
Yes.
We're cousins.
Yeah.
You know, we go back to Isaac and Esau. We go back a long way. Why can't we get together?
I wish I had the answer, but I look at it in my eyes, I don't see why it's a problem, because I'm sitting here with you right now.
No problem.
Me and you have no problem.
None.
I respect you, you respect me, and that's how life should be. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more, you know, out of our hands. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I come here to. You got to promote peace. It needs more people like me to say, yo, let's come together. Let's do some things. Let's show people where we can come together. And I think we doing that by being here. I think people do that every day by doing business. I think, you know, a lot in America, people come together. Why can't that happen over there?
Are you bitter about the hostility between the two?
I have to be bitter at anything that's gonna hurt my people. You know what I'm saying? I would never want my people to be hurt. So at the same time, it's like, you know, all I can do is pray every day for peace.
You think we'll ever have a two-state in existence?
I think so. And the reason why I think so, because I gotta have faith. I gotta have hope. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I am. So I'm gonna be positive about it and pray every day that it's gonna be love.
Do you go to the Middle East much?
Last time I've been in the Middle East was in '84.
Oh, it's a long time.
Long time.
Why not sooner?
I stopped flying. I'm scared.
You're kidding.
I promise you, I own a tour bus. I just drove from Miami all the way to L.A. just to be right here on Larry King.
Why? You have flown, right?
It's the part when the pilot tells you when you take off, and then when you're in the air, he decides to tell you, by the way, we had bad weather throughout the whole flight. I wish somebody would have told me that a lot earlier. I would have never jumped on this plane.
When was the last time you flew?
Actually, it was a flight to Miami to L.A. about 6 years ago.
Was it a bad flight?
Yeah, it's one of them flights that shake turbulence and a drop. You know, I hate being in a place that I can't control.
Aha.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't like to be locked in.
No, no.
But as a businessman, as a mogul, that can affect you, right? Because there's a deal tomorrow in New York, and you're here, and you're going to take a train or a bus?
You're absolutely right, but you know what? I've been blessed to figure it out. Like, you know, my schedule's been blessed where if I had to get to New York, I would leave Miami at 2 in the afternoon. I'd be in New York 7, 8 in the morning.
Yeah,
you know I just have a good team to make sure my timing is right.
Has your faith and your hip-hop style ever clashed?
Nah, I think my faith in hip-hop style is been supportive. I think my vision is clear. It's been great. It's been great.
Where do you go from here? I mean, how old are you?
38.
So you're very young.
Yes.
Where do you see 10 years from today?
A billionaire.
DJ Khaled is where?
A billionaire, Forbes cover. The Forbes cover being a billionaire.
You're a many-time millionaire, right?
We blessed. We definitely, we blessed. I don't want to get too deep, but we blessed.
Are you married?
No.
You want to be?
I have a woman, basically, I am married, not legally, but I've been with my woman for like 10 years now.
Is that against your faith?
Nah, I want to marry her. You know what I'm saying? We're eventually going to get married. It's just, I told her I wanted to get, there's a certain mark I want to get before I officially say I'm married.
You want children?
Absolutely.
What drives you, DJ? Is it money, fame? Like, what keeps you going?
Life. You know, just you have to appreciate that we have life. You know what I'm saying? And that's the most beautiful thing ever. Because if you have life and you have a problem, you can deal with it. You have life to deal with it. Some people don't have it.
So when you get up in the morning, you don't think, what am I going to make today? But you want to be a billionaire.
Yeah, well, of course, I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to always think nonstop how to get this money to take care of my mother, my father, my team. And not just that, to live good. You know, I want the house on the water. I want the nice car. I want the nice watch. I want to stay fresh. I want to stay clean. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. You should strive for greatness.
How did you gain all the weight?
Just eating a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I cut all that out. No fried food, no carbs.
You still want to lose more?
Oh, yeah. I want to lose like 20, 30 pounds more. After that, I'm sex symbol.
Khaled will share his news about an exciting new collaboration. That's coming up in our final segment. He'll answer some of your questions, too. Stay with us. We're back with DJ Khaled. All right, I understand. And by the way, the album I Changed a Lot will be out this fall, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I understand you're launching a line of headphones with Bang & Olufsen. Now, Bang & Olufsen's a huge...
Yeah, very huge.
What business? They're in the electronics.
They're the best.
So these are called We the Best. That's the name of your company.
We the Best Sound. Shout to Heads Audio. We collaborated with Bang & Olufsen. You notice how they're not too big. They're comfortable.
Yeah, very.
And the craftsmanship, you know, Bang & Olufsen, they don't play no games. It's the top. It's the top of the top.
What took you into this business?
Well,
Why?
Because I put out a lot of great anthems and a great sound out there, and it's like we talked earlier, I'm the best, we the best, you know what I'm saying? And collaborating with other best like Bang & Olufsen and Heads, we created a sound and the right headphone that represents today.
Are they out now?
They come out July, August promos that I'll be giving to people, and then we're gonna come out in October.
How expensive?
We're talking about the prices right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting with the whole team just to make sure we get the right price.
A very nice feel.
Them.
I like
them. Yeah, they're really nice.
They're very nice. Now, Dr. Dre, what did he sell his to Apple, right?
Yeah,
he had Beats.
3 billion.
3 billion.
Yeah.
Are you looking to sell? Well, Bang & Olufsen, they already, what are they? Are they partners with you?
Yeah, we
How does it work?
I mean, I can't discuss the business part of it, but, we teamed up. Heads Audio, We the Best Sound, with Bang & Olufsen, and
did you design them?
I helped design these, yes.
Okay. Looking forward. They'll be out in the market soon.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We the best.
That's right.
Okay. Okay, we have some social media questions. Suno Sam on Instagram wants to know what would be doing if you weren't making music. What would you do if you weren't in the business you're in?
I'd probably own a bunch of clothing stores, like my father did.
I am Jordan Neal on Instagram. Would you ever collaborate with Eminem?
I've been trying to collaborate with Eminem for a long time. Anybody out there that can help me?
I know him. What do you want me to say?
Please tell him Khaled wants to collaborate.
Hey, M. I call him M.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm ready.
At Miles DiCarlo tweets, why do you feel it appropriate to use the N-word in your songs?
And why is it appropriate? Well, you got to remember the N-word, if it's in any of my songs that the artist is using, it's not in a negative way. It's just, it's like our homies, you know what I'm saying? That's my friend, that's my, you know what I mean?
It's not a disparaging term.
No way.
At Imram Emra via Instagram, what does rap music represent to you?
It represents life, you know what I'm saying? Because, you got artists that speak about our life that's not even, like, they might talk about Larry King and you don't rap. He actually speaks for you. It's a speaker about our life.
Okay, we're going to play a little game of If You Only Knew.
Okay.
You remember the first girl you ever kissed?
Yeah.
What was her name?
I don't know her name. I remember her.
How old were you?
I was in middle school. Like, in middle school, that's when that was right by the lockers, you know what I'm saying?
Florida or Louisiana?
Florida.
What's a guilty pleasure you have?
Eating ice cream with the little chocolate chips, vanilla, but a lot of the chocolate chips.
You shouldn't eat them.
No, I stopped. But I'm saying, but I love it. I'm not gonna lie.
What was your first job?
Well, I used to sell clothes back of a car in the flea market, but then I was
really?
Yeah, and I used to be a busboy at Shoney's, and then I used to work at Champs Sports.
Yeah, Champs.
I did all that, man. It was hard times for me.
Sold clothes at Champs?
Yeah, sold clothes and sneakers, and I used to sell my mixtapes, on the side. You know what I'm saying? The manager didn't know how to do what I had to do,
What's the best thing about Miami?
The culture, you know what I'm saying? The people,
Mixed culture.
Yeah, it's just mixed, and I love that,
About Spanish?
Spanish, Jamaican, Haitian, Arab, American, everything. It's just a vibe.
What's a mistake young rappers make?
Spending all their money too early. You gotta be focused, you gotta be smart, because we so blessed to get money for what we love to do, but sometimes we forget that we have to plan for the future, and that's, and I make sure I plan.
Were you always good that way?
Always.
Favorite artist to work with?
Rick Ross and Ace Hood.
What are you most proud of?
That I can take care of my family.
You ever have an embarrassing professional moment? You ever screw up on the air? Come on, we've all had screw-ups on the air.
I ain't screw up. I just didn't, my prediction didn't happen. I thought Miami Heat was gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Do you go to Heat?
Absolutely.
Best piece of advice you ever received?
From my mom and dad, man, always keep God first. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the greatest.
You ever doubt your faith?
Nah.
Never
I never doubt my faith. I always, my faith is is a blessing.
Do you feel Muslims get a bad rap sometimes?
Yeah, I feel like sometimes they try to put a bad name on us
Well,
for no reason.
Terrorists.
Yeah, for no reason, because, you know, I'm not a terrorist, and there's a lot of Muslims out there that's not terrorists. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, everybody can have a criminal. It don't matter what religion, what race, or whatever. But, you know, Muslims are beautiful people. Muslim is life.
You have brothers and sisters?
Yes.
What do they do?
One is an actor, and one the other one takes care of my mother, and she owns a shoe store.
In Miami?
Jacksonville.
Tell me something people don't know about you.
I'm not so hype all the time.
Really?
Yeah. You know, I'm a laid back person, you know.
Best of luck in everything you do, man.
Appreciate
Great
you,
meeting you. Have you changed? The obvious question, I changed a lot, is coming out this fall, and this is coming soon too. We the Best headphones.
That's right.
Thanks to my guest, DJ Khaled. Look out for his latest album, I Changed a Lot, later this year. And remember, you can find me on Twitter at King's Things. We'll see you next time.